Hi, it's Jane with ScrapTasticyarns, and I have quite a few shout-outs for you today. First channel is August Craft and Crochet. This is Jackie. She likes for you to chat, say hi, share the ideas you want. She has a passion for crocheting. She loves making crafts, so she's putting it out there for everyone to see. Then we have VV Berry Crochet. She loves doing DIY crochet projects, so she's going to share how to crochet bags, phone covers, purses, handbags, shoulder bags, those kind of things. She loves the minimal style, and she hopes it's a little bit of craft therapy for you and that you enjoy those. So she's hoping you'll come join her as she crochets. Then we have Handcraft Addict. This is a crochet channel. I believe she is from either Turkey or Pakistan. Don't quote me on that. But there are subtitles, and it's a lot of tutorials. Then there is Just Vintage Crochet, and her motto is everything old is new again. So she brings a lot of vintage patterns to life with her crochet, so I hope you'll check out her channel. Never got a name. Doesn't mean... She has a lot of videos, just haven't seen them all. Then we have Check It Out with Carmela T. It's all about being creative and using recycled materials, fabrics, and more. You're going to see a lot of clips of her working on her art with music that she does at also TikTok. She does TikTok videos. She has 2 side channels. There are Vermont This and That and Moonstar Meditations, which is basically just short clips with music. Then there is Yarn Armor. This is Katrina. She does crochets, crafts, sews, and gardens, so you're going to see a lot on her channel. Then there is Crafty Patty. She has always loved arts and crafts, and it's her passion to explore the different forms and mediums. She watches for trends, and if she hasn't made it before, then she'll research it, practice it, and share it with you. Her channel is a wide variety of arts and crafts, macrame, needle felting, painting, baby items, sewing, knitting, and more. You're going to see videos that are very detailed and easy to follow so that you can complete your project with ease. Then there is Aisha K. Minor. This is mostly about her lifestyle through videos and her journey through parenthood and life in general with a lot of crafts and gaming. Then there is The Most Crafty Nurse. This is Lorinda. She is a mom and grandma to a baby beautiful boy. She has been an emergency department nurse for over 20 years and has recently found a love of DIY and crafts. So she started crafting to relax her mind, her brain after a long day at work, but her love for crafting is what she uses to keep the channel going. She loves using her Cricut, but her favorite projects are glitter epoxy tumblers. She also experiments with upcycling, and she has some great videos on that. She always finds that it's amazing to take something old and make it new, bring it to new life and purpose. She tries to incorporate a lot of variety and some unconventional techniques in her projects. But she also shows you the total fails. And I love this. I love Lorinda for doing this. Because, you know, sometimes we do have some total fails, and they can be used as learning experience, period. And so she uses that. Alright, then there is Abby Maid. Abby is a Tunisian crochet specialist from Sydney, Australia. She has patterns that are for sale on Ravelry, Gribbler, and Payhip. She has some beautiful works on her channel. Then we have a yarn story. This is, I believe, an actual yarn shop called Yarn Story. It has Kaylee and Carmen. I believe they are primarily knitters. I really didn't watch enough of them to see if they dabble in, crochet or anything else like that. So I'm pretty sure they're probably knitters. Then there is Alexandra Gator. She is an editor, stylist, and home decor expert from Toronto, and she is passionate about showing millennials, well, you can't just say millennials anymore, how it's possible to live in a home that feels stylish and beautiful, even if you rent. This next channel is Crochet Home. This woman, I believe, is from Mexico. There are a lot of tutorials on her channel, but there are subtitles available, and they are crochet tutorials. She shares beautiful, easy new crochet baby blanket designs, all kinds of crochet patterns, and she shares with you step by step. And they're very easy to follow. I have followed a couple that are completely Portuguese, Hispanic, and generally if you can figure out what they're doing with that crochet hook, you can follow along. That had no subtitles and nothing in English, so you can follow by watching just videos and watching their hands. Then there is Sean Crafty Survivor. Sean crochets, sews, and quilts, and she is a breast cancer survivor who also has scoliosis. So she takes us along her journey, crochet, life in general. So I hope you'll enjoy her channel. Then we have Michelle J, the crocheting dog mom. I guess you can figure out she probably has dogs. She loves to crochet and she loves her dog, but she loves her family more than any of the above. She also has other passions such as gardening, healthy cooking, and positive thinking. But on her channel, she wants it to be a place where we can connect through our love of the same things, which is a supportive, fun place to learn. Then there is Charisse Crochets. This is Charisse. She crochets. You're going to see her stuff. Although she's new to crochet, she's very much looking forward to learning as much as she can from us, all of us, the yarning community, and take a few classes here and there to help further her skills and experience in crocheting. Though my experience may be small, my love for yarn is huge. She buys yarn all the time, even though she has no freaking idea what she's going to make with it. So she's thanking us for being here on that journey with her. Gee, Charisse, I gotta tell you, same way here. I've got tons of yarn around me and no plans for a lot of it. Plus, you have no idea how much I have in storage. It's amazing. Alright, then there is Sarah Nicole. She wants to provide a fun place to share projects, to also be a part of the yarny community. She does yarn hauls, giveaways, shares her whips and finished objects, and she also has plans for tutorials. So she's hoping that you'll hang out with her and build some yarny bonds. Paige. Paige loves pumpkins. Paige. She has a lot of show and tell of her crochet makes, works in progress, a bit of arts and crafts and tips and tricks, and she has some great tips and tricks. I have been binge watching Paige. Love you, Paige. Love it. Love everything you've shared. I love especially the things about the crochet journal. So guys, go check her channel out. Then we have Wild Rose, R-O-W-S, Wild Rose. This is Diana. This is a friendly place for her to share her love of yarn, crochet, life, and random adventures. And I think you'll like Diana's channel. Then we have Roland with Rosie and Friends. This is a life of crochet, crafts, and good people. Come join the community of fantastic fun. Now, the very first video I watched, she says, I don't have friends to come with me on my journey and to come on with her. So folks, when she's live, go on with her. And she correctly, this is what I love, calls the Dollar Tree the $1.25 store. So yes. Then there is Jessica Daigle. Jessica loves to crochet, knit, paint, draw, and makes crafts. Then we have Kimmy Crochet. This is all things crochet and knitting. Knit to Pray For. Of this name. She says, I was saved when I was about 9 to 10 years old and has lived passionately for the Lord until I was 20. I learned to crochet when I was 12. I have crocheted and prayed my way through life, hence the title, Knit to Pray For. I would like to share my two passions. Please feel free to reach out to her if you are in need of prayer. Now, I haven't caught her name yet. I'm still looking for it. So, hon, please give your name in a video or in the description box somewhere. That's a pet peeve of mine, sorry. Then we have Crochet Corner. This is Darlene. She is coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee. She loves all things crochet, dabbles with knitting, and some needle felting. Then we have Misty Dawn Creates. She does crochet and she shares. This next channel is pretty interesting. It's Simply Tiffany. She's married to her wonderful husband Craig and they have two amazing daughters. On her channel she is sharing a bit of everything, such as cooking, crocheting, family stuff. She's a pretty open person and she hopes that you will enjoy her content. Then we have Little Workroom Crafts. This is Davina. She is a fun, crafty podcast about knitting, crochet, cross-stitch, spinning, and a whole lot more. And yeah, she does have a whole lot more. This next channel, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, Launceston Crocheter. This is Cindy. She lives in Launceston, Cornwall, where she crochets her designs and sells all over the world. She has a very unique style, which all of her customers love. She also has a shop on Etsy called Launceston Needle Felt, where she shares her needle felt pieces as well. And I have another name. I hope I pronounce it correctly. Sarah Creations. She has fiber arts and knit crochet. She is Darva, a knitting designer, fiber artist, historical art enthusiast. So she is sharing tips and techniques for elements that she uses in her designs. And she says, let's create something beautiful. I hope I pronounced everything right, darling. Then we have Lacey Made It. She does crochet tutorials. Then we have Let's Crochet Curiously. This is Lynn. She's changed things up a couple of times, but she is planning on getting back to crochet content. She has easy patterns and fun, so let's smile and crochet the day away. She does have quite a few different things that she does, but don't we all? Then we have Natalia Yarncraft Natalia. The person behind is a passionate knitter with 30 years of experience, and she has been crocheting for about half of that. For many years, she designed her own knit and crochet designs, and finally, in 2020, she started writing the patterns down and started publishing them on Ravelry, Lovecrafts, and Payhip. She shows short videos with some knit and crochet tips, how to do specific stitches that she has used in her patterns, plus some recordings of her live Instagram monthly chats. And all of her knitting is done in continental style. Yes. Then we have Lisa Loves Knit and Lisa Loves Crochet and Knit. She does how to crochet, knit, and other crafts. Then we have Pug Stitches Knits. This is Jessica. She does knitting instruction videos. Our next channel is Craft School Oz. This is for you to be inspired by texture and color to create unique DIY textile craft using sustainable and upcycled materials, saving dollars on buying resources. You can make very affordable contemporary craft. They do a lot of things. They also have, they're putting up a lot of videos, but they also have a newsletter at craftschooloz.com. Then there is Tea and Banter with Me. This is Mary Elizabeth. Her channel is about crochet, books, tea, saving money, and genealogy. It's not just about creating videos, but rather the processes and fun of constant mistakes, funny anecdotes, and where to go to find who she believes are the expert YouTubers to support everyone's success. So join her in creating a wonderful, inclusive community. Let's laugh and learn together. Looking forward to it, Mary. Then we have Sunset's Crafts and More. This is Maggie. She is a crafter of many trades. She loves to crochet, sew, make hair accessories, make centerpieces for special events, and most recently she found a love for junk journaling. I find junk journaling amazing. It's interesting, but I don't know that I would ever do it, but I love watching it. So, it's great. She is becoming obsessed with the whole concept and interest, and so she is sharing those with you. She loves hauls and craft with me videos, so she's hoping to share that with you. So she is new to the junk journal community, so she's hoping that you will share any tips and tricks. They are always appreciated. Then there is Northwest Knitting. This is Kathy. She shares her knitting adventures and her goals for slow, sustainable fashion. She lives in Oregon in peaceful Pacific Northwest. She loves woolly, lightly processed wool and what it can be made from. What can be made from it. Not made from, made from it. Then we have Marigold Yarn. This is Kim. She is an indie yarn dyer, knitting podcast host, crochet knitting pattern designer, and the owner of Marigold Yarn. So you're going to see a lot of things there. Then there is Stephanie Garrett Creative. Stephanie is a jewelry artist using mixed media artist and creative designer. She is going to share some easy jewelry making, art journaling, and mixed media tutorials. And she does say this channel is for adults only, 18 and over. So, she is a host, designer, producer of creative inspiration. She is teaching jewelry making, art DIYs to inspire the creative in you. She is an experienced TV and internet host. So if you want to hire her, check out her link tree. Then there is Crafty Queen Corner. This is Linda. Linda does a lot of crafting and shopping hauls with some journaling and book content sprinkled in. Next, there is Michelle Creations. Michelle, and she is all about learning new crafts and techniques for her business and would love to share her experience and journey with you. She also has a website, Michelle Creations. She is a single parent with a love of crafting, enjoying that with others. She's scrapbooks. About 19 years ago she started. Has branched out to t-shirts with a Cricut machine and also sublimation, which I find interesting. Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. Aurelia is a crafter with a lot of ideas. So she's hoping that you will join her for some elegant, cute, how to create projects with treasure finds from many stores. Her projects are all done on a very friendly budget. So she'd love to share her crafting ideas with you. Then there is Zara McDonald. This is someone who crochets, knits, spins, and weaves. Check her out. Then there is Sorcha and Lilac Knitting in Orkney. The spinning knitter and designer Claire Lydia Ray presents creative tips from her brand, Sorcha and lilac in her little corner of the world. She is slow living and stitching in the Orkney Isles while recovering from breast service. Then there is Hannah, iHerb Garden, Knitwear Hannah. She lives in northern Germany. Knitting and knitwear design is her passion, so she is hoping to share that with you, as well as some of her gardening. So check it out. As she says, what can be better than knitting while being surrounded by lavender, rosemary, and thyme? It's a pretty nice place, darling. Then we have Alyssa Joy. Alyssa's channel is all about knitting, thrifting, and fiber arts. Then we have Stolen Minutes. This is Carrie, and she loves to knit in bits of time, big or small. She always wants to knit just one more row. She also does some crochet. Then we have Diane Dobson Barton Art. This is her studio where she shares different art techniques and materials to continue to improve on her art. She does live stream videos in the studio, art tutorials, and a lot of other blogs. Then there is Basic Skills Drawing Course. She also has that, so that's a very interesting thing to look at if you're into drawing, which opens April the 14th, so it's open now. Then we have Sarah Design. This is Papercraft. This is Dee and Sarah who do this, so they're going to share that papercraft with us. This next one I find interesting. Mrs. Frugal Trash to Cash. This is Julie. She is a full-time eBay seller. She takes you along on that journey, shows you the things she finds, tells you about selling them, tips and tricks, even does a home tour of her area where they sell out of their home. Check her out. Then there is Pamela Raenell. Pam loves to do grocery and miscellaneous hauls, so she is now sharing her grocery hauls. Check them out because they're pretty interesting. Emily Makes. This is Emily. She is sharing her knitting and crochet journey with you with just a smidge of sewing. This next channel is Bat Thrift Crazy, and it is Joanne. She's been an avid thrifter for years. She enjoys all aspects of it, the hunt, the find, saving money, and now sharing with her friends, sharing her finds with fellow thrifters. Her channel is all about thrifting with occasional DIYs, home decor, and fixing and flipping her finds. So there you have it. Those are the channels. Hope you'll go check them out. The only thing I'm going to leave you with is a little bit of a devotional. It's 1 minute with God. Sometimes God's strategies seem backwards. The thing that makes the very least sense is the very right answer. Jesus said, "This sickness is not to end in death, but for the glory of God, so that the Son of God may be glorified by it." Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that he was sick, he then stayed 2 days longer in the place where he was. And that comes from John 11:4-6. As always, go out there, be kind to one another, love one another. Be a blessing to someone if you can. And get out there and see this big, beautiful world that God has created for us. I'll see you again soon. Bye.